Okay, so let's redo this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Bucketin 3000, aka Schmucky B, aka Blackie Lawless, aka Father of Dookie Lawless, baby. And tonight, I know you see WWE 2K18 on your screen, and um, that's a thing. But what we're doing here is we are reviewing the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And on the whole, I thought the show was really good. I did. I thought the show was really good, and so I was gonna do some segues into some other stuff, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go down the list of things to happen. Starting with the opener, which surprised me actually. The opener to the greatest Royal Rumble, John Cena versus Triple H. On the whole, let me just say this. I am not a fan of the C Nation. And not because, you know, regular internet fan theory. You know what I mean? It's not because of the five fingers of doom and he puts his face in this and the three fingers and the kids. Like, it's not that. You know what I mean? Having some form of wrestling experience, I just don't. I don't get into them, but they were coming from the Jihad Stadium in Saudi Arabia, and the opening was John Cena versus Triple H. Two people who haven't faced each other in 8 years. And you could say that, maybe through the course of these 8 years, both of these superstars have evolved. One that could be true for, well, one not so much. But we opened up with a hard lockup between Triple H and John Cena. John Cena or Triple H powered Cena down from a lockup position, and John and Triple H was seemingly really just enjoying himself being in Saudi Arabia and this crowd and that stuff. They did a second lockup, and Cena eventually ended up powering Triple H down, and he did his typical John Cena apple juice, three fingers, and whatever. I'm not going to say this was a bad match. I'm not going to say it was a great match. It was a good match. There was a point where John Cena went for the typical John Cena thing where he hit the two shoulder blocks, and then he went for the back body bomb, and Cena or Triple H did it really smooth. It was really crisp. Headlock takeover, into whatever, and then Triple H himself did the five knuckle shuffle. He got Cena down, boom, hit him, hand over the face, you can't see me. But then after he did the you can't see me, he hit the suck it, went to the ropes, and hit a very traditional fist drop, in which I went absolutely nuts for. Uh, they hit finishers, 1-2 kick out, 1-2 3.9 kick out. It was really back and forth, and up until Cena got the up, and then he hits Triple H with the attitude adjustments, 1, 2, 3. John Cena goes over, and then he cuts a promo about how he was very happy despite all of his personal issues. Nikki Bella. How he's really happy to be there, and I was okay with the match. Okay, it was a really decent match. Like, I didn't really have any problems with it. It wasn't nothing that I could look at and have an issue with. There was an STF into the crossface spot. It was a good match. And like, I'm not one of these guys, but if I had to rate this match, out of 5 stars, it would definitely be, a 3.5 or a 4. It would be if I put it as a 4, it was purely over the fact that because, Triple H did the 5-knuckle shuffle. Because why not? Next was one of my favorites. The Cruiserweight Challenge match. Or not the Cruiserweight Challenge match. The Cruiserweight match.
The game. Triple H. Stephanie McMahon.
Cedric Alexander, who's my dude, versus Kalisto. I'm trying to give y'all something to look at so that you don't have to just listen to my throat. Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto, which was wow. Kalisto, man, like, I want him to be like a really good top tier 205 Live guy, because a lot of times his offense is so good, and if you put him in there with a guy who really can sell and bump, that makes him look so much better. Okay. They traded off spots back and forth, here and there, blah blah blah. Kalisto hit a 450. Before I go to that, Kalisto, he did this thing where, like, he ran towards the ropes,
making his way
did like
to
a
the ring
bounce
from Greenwich, Connecticut,
over the
top
rope
255 pounds,
and onto the middle rope into like a senton, man. It was,
and it doesn't get much bigger than this, guys.
Kalisto got fired up at one point in the match.
I don't think I remember the last time he looked this motivated, guys.
That's a scary thought, Cole.
Even before tonight, I don't think I've seen too many superstars more motivated than him.
Bounce, and it was all nice and fun, and Ced is great. Ced is great because he was there, he was on time, and he took everything, and everything that he took, like, he took it clean and he took it crisp. And he has this way of selling. He has this way of selling with not only his body, but his face. And so then he takes things and his body fails to move, but then you can look in his face, and this is the thing that is also that makes him so good to me. If he takes a big move, he has this lost and lost and lethargic look, if that's even a thing. But he has this look in his eyes where it was so good. Where it ended up, he tries to hook Kalisto for the lumbar check. Kalisto fights out. He fights out. Whatever. Kalisto goes for the Salina Del Sol, and probably one of the best counters I've seen for the Salina Del Sol. He went for the Salina Del Sol, and halfway through rotation,
from West
Cedric Alexander caught him
Massachusetts,
and gave him the lumbar check.
251 pounds,
It was dope.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this reaction for John Cena.
It was a bunch of high spots. It was a bunch of,
most polarizing superstar
the 205
WWE
Live
has ever seen.
With the cruiserweight division action that it needed to be. And I'm starting to
guys, you can bet there are plenty of superstars in the back crowded around the monitor for this one. Yeah, this really is an intriguing matchup, Cole. And the end result can very well trigger a domino effect on the rest of the roster.
Have a place. You know what I mean? Like on any show or its own show. Now, and it has nothing to do with a segment. It's just these guys are going out and they're really putting on for the brand. Although I gotta say, I hate the fact that they're calling him Cedric Alexander the soul of 205 Live. I don't want to get super into every single match because no
matter where his match is on the card, whenever John Cena's in the ring, he goes for the quick pin attempt, and there's a kick out.
We also had, then after that, we had the Raw Tag Team
when his strikes land, you can feel it in the first few rows.
The Raw Tag Team tournament finale for the Raw Tag Team titles, which was Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy.
What do you think about John Cena? As we get underway, what can the WWE Universe expect from this guy?
It's still early, but I really like his chances here tonight. He certainly looks more focused than I remember seeing him in recent weeks.
Here we go,
Michael. One superstar determined to make a mark, and his opponent looking to take him down.
It's professional wrestling,
on the attack now.
Whatever. But it was it got to a point to where they put
a shot from the knee is never present, and that one was no exception.
The actual match where
there's never been an entity in this business with the success in the ring and as an executive like the Game. Triple H.
Hardy
as the head of the Authority, Triple H created some of the greatest moments in WWE history.
And they're doing their bit with their chain wrestling thing, and they get into a corner. The referee breaks them up.
Wow,
and Matt Hardy looks at Cesaro, and he's going, "I'm going to delete you." And then Cesaro goes, "The bar." And then Matt Hardy goes, "Delete."
Oh, and a terrific
and then the bar.
By Triple H.
The bar. Delete. It was a really...
If I was Triple H, I'd tone down the showboating a little bit.
I remember when Triple H took his place as the head of the Authority. The group did everything they could to rid sports entertainment of Daniel Bryan and destroy the Yes Movement.
Triple H used the Authority as his own personal extermination service. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Sting, Seth Rollins, anyone who did not follow the orders of the King of Kings was met with a swift and heavy hand.
And then things get real. Bray Wyatt comes in like a house of fire, and he's just all over everything and everybody. And
if I was Triple H, I'd tone down the showboating a little bit.
Knocked down after Bray Wyatt.
And there's the elbow. He's got to hurry if he doesn't want to get counted out here.
Time's certainly not on his side, Michael.
He goes for a pin after a year.
He wants no part of the outside.
Sheamus or Cesaro breaks it up.
Triple H always had a reputation for being
after breaking up the pin. Cesaro or Sheamus or Cesaro was taken out by Matt Hardy.
Yeah, but it's all about sustaining that effort. Let's hope he can do it. Look out! Look out!
Breaks down.
He's in the driver's seat
goes
now.
to the corner for his signature bro kick. He starts to go forward for his bro kick, and Bray does that creepy flipping.
Look at Triple H stalking him.
That he does. And it stopped Bray in his tracks. Or
here
stopped
we go, Byron.
Sheamus in his tracks.
I don't know. Is that enough to stop Cena?
He thinks he has it.
Cesaro runs in. Matt Hardy, gets him out of the picture.
This is the Cena that's just about unstoppable.
Bray hits Sister Abigail.
Oh, he turns it around.
Corey Graves goes to coin it a new name. I don't know why.
Now it's time to capitalize.
Look out, John Cena.
He goes to do that.
Hoping to end it early.
Eventually, Wyatt goes to the corner for his signature.
He's a man among boys right now.
Thing. And Matt Hardy tags himself in. And then they do a new tag finisher. I don't know.
This is the Cena that's just about unstoppable.
Or
happens like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of the match.
New thing that they did tonight. The Bray wheelbarrow Sheamus up. Matt Hardy hooked him by the head.
Could be used at any moment here.
Gave him the twist of fate. For the finish, we have new tag team Raw champions.
It go. Yeah, I wonder why.
Bray Wyatt and Jeff Hardy.
His shoulders are down.
Then we have
John Cena did it.
The shit match of the night. Okay. I highly dislike Jinder Mahal. I've never
Here
been
is your winner, John Cena.
like a Jinder Mahal guy, or I never saw the hype in Jinder Mahal. Like, how do you go from 3MB to WWE champion in a year? But we had
Cedric Alexander.
Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal.
Kalisto.
And I don't know if it's just me or if I'm tripping or not, but every week Jeff Hardy seems to still be favoring his shoulder a lot. Like, I don't know if that dude's like completely healed or if he's working. But either way, he had this match with fucking Jinder Mahal. And I was just not a fan, man. Like, it was slow, extremely slow. Jinder Mahal's offense wasn't
The
great.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making
Hardy's
his way to the
offense
ring
wasn't
from Mexico City, Mexico.
There was a point
weighing
in
in
the
at
match
170 pounds.
where Jeff Hardy
The always
went
exciting
for
Kalisto making his way to the
the
ring.
Whisper
And
of the Wind.
amazingly, Kalisto
I
somehow
don't know
manages
if
to get more exciting
It was
with each
because
passing match.
Jinder Mahal was out of place, because Jinder Mahal
Well, he
comes
definitely looks fired
charging
up for this one, wouldn't you say, Corey?
Yeah,
Jeff
he's
Hardy
definitely
gives
ready
him
to get this one underway, Cole.
the
He's
double
not the only
feet
one. Would you listen to
down
this
to the
crowd?
ground.
Wow.
Jinder Mahal takes it. He sails up. Jeff Hardy climbs up to the middle, to the top rope, goes for the Whisper in the Wind, and then hits the mat. And he's like 2 feet away from Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal then falls,
And his opponent,
takes a bump as if
from
he was
Charlotte,
hit.
North Carolina, weighing in at
Like,
200 pounds,
it was
the
awful.
WWE
I
Cruiserweight
hated it.
Champion, Cedric
It was so bad.
Alexander.
No shortage of confidence on the face of Cedric Alexander here tonight. Well, with the skills he has, he should be confident.
How to describe that match?
Guys, I'd say these superstars look more than ready to get this match started.
I'd agree with that, Cole. And it sounds like this arena is right there with them. They are absolutely electric right now.
I'm not the guy that goes, this match is 3.7 out of 9. It wasn't. Or I'm not. Jeff Hardy wins. Twist of hate.
A superstar gets a certain feeling when he knows there's a strong possibility he may exit the match in a completely different condition than he entered. That's not exactly a comforting thought when it's your career.
Wasn't good.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
And believe it or not, guys, I'm told there are still hundreds of people out on Clark Avenue hoping to somehow find a way into this sold-out arena. Acrobatics like that do more than just frustrate opponents.
I don't know if he's in the doghouse, whatever the case may be. Either way, whatever. Jeff Hardy wins. Jinder Mahal suicides. Next match is
it's safe to say he underwent special training to put on this kind of aerial display.
The SmackDown tag team title match.
He's starting to show signs of fatigue. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
So
perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Well, better not think too long, though.
He's trying to mangle his face here.
And that's through physicality.
Hoping to end it early. 1, 2.
Because this match
Kalisto did it.
Was physical. This match was physical. And, you know, it just, you know, they
Here is your winner, Kalisto.
And I'm not.
And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm always for a physical match. I'm always for a physical match. I feel like the Usos, I think it made zero sense, right? So they did the whole thing with
Jeff Hardy.
With Naomi on SmackDown, but she had nothing to do with their tag match, which is weird. Like, why wouldn't you use that, or at least attempt to try it?
Jinder Mahal.
During this thing. Either way, it was a physical thing. Biggest part of that match that I enjoyed the most was the fact that after the Usos tried to go for their double Us splash, Harper or Rowan pulled down Jimmy or Jay dropped him. Luke pulled down Jimmy, dropped him, and then slapped the shit out of Eric Rowan. Like, he slapped the shit out of him. Holy tits. Splash. I'm calling that move.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds,
still a good
Jinder Mahal.
Still a good
and here comes Jinder Mahal. Love him or hate him, Cole, you have to respect Jinder Mahal's climb to the top of the WWE roster.
From where I sit, he certainly seems more focused than perhaps I've ever seen him.
He's got one tall task ahead of him here, that's for sure.
I like how they're putting the Belgian brothers over. Like, they're finally giving those dudes some, let me just, before I continue, let me just say, like, there was a spot where Jey Uso did, like, the back and forth tope dives over the top that I thoroughly enjoyed. We got a double super kick out of that in that match. But yeah, the Belgian brothers was just too much for the Uso Penitentiary in this night. After that, we get the ladder match.
And his opponent from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds,
the ladder match.
Jeff Hardy.
The ladder match.
This is it. This is the match we've all been waiting for.
With Seth
and
Rollins,
the electricity level in the arena right now is unlike anything I've ever felt.
Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
And on top of that, this match will undoubtedly have a big impact on where these guys stand in the next WWE.com power rankings.
And there's been so much upward movement from
so hard for Finn, Joe, and
we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup. And Byron, it sounds to me like the capital city of California is geared up for this one. Look at that height. Did you see that? That was amazing.
I didn't know how
an early pin attempt. 2, 3. Chalk up another one.
But it was really good. Within the first 5 minutes of the match, we got a "This is awesome" chant. Samoa Joe took a skull-crushing finale.
Here is your winner,
on the ladder with his face.
Mahal.
The referee's 3 count ends this one. And there's
Seth
your
Rollins
winner, folks.
broke out the old Ben 10
but in the
gimmick.
end, we were left with the best man standing.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live crowd appears to have enjoyed it.
There was a superplex spot where Seth and Finn were battling on the top rope, and The Miz came in to try and interfere in that, and Joe broke that up, and then when he broke that up, that led to him being able to get the upper hand
Luke Harper
on Finn and Seth. And
Eric Rowan.
They took a superplex spot where Finn initially, or Seth, literally.
Uso! Jimmy Uso!
Muscled Finn over because Joe went too fast on the suplex. But it worked. It worked. And then Finn got like 2 or 3 feet of air off of the bounce back. It worked, man. Like this, it was a hell of a match. It was really good. It came down to Finn battling. Like he's battling for this title. You know, Joe's on the ladder. You know, he fights Joe off the ladder. Miz gets on the ladder. He fights Miz off the ladder. You know, and then he's fingertips away from the ladder, or from the title, and then Seth Rollins springboards out of nowhere onto the ladder. You know, and he just snatches it down.
Weighing in at 275
pounds, or he's got the upper on the higher rung.
Here comes one strange superstar, guys. Yeah, it doesn't get much more frightening than Luke Harper.
For a second, and he gets it, and there's that, man. He pulled it down. So it was definitely a battle, man. And you know, Finn had a small cut under his eye, you know, because they were giving each other business and all that. So it was really, really, really good. I enjoyed it immensely. And then we had the WWE Championship match between AJ and Shinsuke. And my whole focus on this match is when was Shinsuke gonna go for the low blow again? Because, man, this dude has been
and his partner,
AJ's
weighing in at 315 pounds,
for weeks
Eric
now.
Is there anybody more menacing than Eric Rowan?
The guy gives me nightmares, Michael.
Great
that should
match.
answer your question.
It was great. They hit each other with each other's, you know, signature moves. You know, there was a couple false finishes in there. At one point, Shinsuke went to go for the Kinshasa. AJ caught it, rolled through with the calf crusher. You know, Shinsuke fought. You know, then there was another point where, you know, AJ went for the clothesline, and Shinsuke caught it and got that arm bar in, and you know, AJ tried. He fought. And eventually, he broke AJ's hands, and you know, he got it for a second. You know, AJ then rolled through, and you know, it was a really good match. But the turning point in this match. was when AJ went to go for the phenomenal forearm.
The SmackDown Tag
AJ
Team
went to go for the phenomenal forearm,
Jey
and
Uso
Shinsuke ducked.
and Jimmy
Right
Uso.
behind Shinsuke was the referee. So AJ lands on his feet, and he's trying not to knock
A member of the
down
famed
referee.
Anoa'i family. Here
He checks
comes
on the referee.
Jey
The referee's
Uso.
got his
Michael,
back
it really
turned
is
because he's
unbelievable
almost
that
got
one
hit.
family can produce
And
so many
then
top
Shinsuke
stars.
Just abuses AJ's testes. Testicles. He abused him again. He went for a cover. AJ went 1-2. AJ
and here's the new face of Desolation, Luke Harper, looking to spread some more desolation right here.
And let's not forget, we're coming to you live from the hometown of one of the greatest of all time, Shawn Michaels.
And at that point, AJ lost it. So it wasn't no longer about winning a title.
Got all that neck breaker.
Retaining his title or
And the offensive display by Luke Harper.
Like, he just wanted to fight, and he just laid in the shin.
Guys, I want to discuss Luke Harper for a moment. In your expert opinion, what can the WWE Universe expect to see from him?
They were in
really, this match can go either way. It's definitely going to be a good one, though.
Where the ring announcer
drives him down with a Samoan drop.
The medical officials are, or physicians are, and they just grab the chair and just kick him over the back with it.
Luke Harper has been a terror in singles competition and in the tag team ranks. This man is so peculiar that just seeing him walk to the ring is frightening.
Page to the Styles Nakamura saga. And then,
man, Jimmy Uso, what offense.
The thing that I'm going to try not to lose my issue right
now. He hits the belly to back suplex.
Undertaker versus Rusev in the casket match.
Luke Harper represents all that is evil. This man who borders on insane wants to inflict extreme levels of punishment on his opponents.
It's fair to say that when we see a WWE superstar in the ring against Luke Harper, it could very well be that individual's last time in a WWE ring. Depending on who it is, I may like that.
Here's a guy in Rusev that they did not get over. That is going out.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
You know, and every other week they're burying this thing. And tonight was
and a powerful slam down onto the back.
Undertaker is going to be around if twice a year. Rusev is going to be.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
Got to be careful not to get counted out here. Not looking good for Jey Uso here. Heading into this match, he and his partner look extremely confident.
Why?
What offense Luke Harper is showing at this point.
Looking to make a much-needed tag here. And if successful, we may be looking at a whole new match here.
Okay, spoiler alert. Seth loses the match. Tombstones ain't neat. Man, this upsets me.
Definitely not where you want to be right now.
He's got to find a way to get out of this, Michael.
The thought process behind this. Because Tuesday...
Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
This guy's just plain scary.
Or Tuesday after that. Rusev is going to show up. Or the Tuesday after that. Rusev is going to show up.
That one was packed with plenty of malice.
What? The Undertaker. He doesn't show up.
Jey Uso beginning to look a little uneasy. His hopes of winning this tag team match are starting to dwindle.
If I'm his partner, I'm furious right now. There's no reason why he shouldn't have made a tag by now.
He has to be disappointed in this performance.
And the rope forces the break.
You know, I really thought he was smarter than to apply a submission so close to the ropes. But I guess not.
Am I the only one that sees he's cheating? Now there's the counter.
But they didn't.
Eric Rowan, no problem getting out of that one.
That was
and what a reversal from Jey Uso.
Set up for
the quick reversal there.
Another WrestleMania match. Rusev could have bragged about beating Undertaker in a casket match.
That's exactly what it looks like to me, Cole.
Undertaker in a casket match on Rusev Day.
I think you're right, Cole. Look out.
For a year.
Down with authority.
And I'm sorry, Diggs, am I still cutting in and out?
Now. And there's the tag.
But Rusev,
Luke
like that
Harper
could,
into the
like,
ring.
that could be, if they want to continue to use Taker for Mania.
Look out,
that's
a super
fine.
kick right to the chin. Devastating.
If
got the reversal. Knocked off his feet.
That
that's
wasn't
a takedown.
if they're not going to continue
still
to
down
use
after that one.
Taker,
yeah, that did some big time damage, Michael.
that was a loss.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE
For
locker
Rusev,
room here.
A hard one for nothing. They just beat Rusev in a casket match, and he has no way of getting back. He has no way of getting back. At this point, he's just a guy with a guy that comes out and saying it's Rusev Day. What is the
nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
What's happening with Phoenix
Michael? I did not see that one coming.
D-pad boy named Joe Phoenix in the comments. But what is the point of Undertaker beating Rusev in a casket match?
Luke Harper looking completely battered out
with
there.
nothing coming out of it.
He needs to find a way to create some space or else this thing's over.
He's running
Taker
on fumes right
is
now.
gonna
It
go
might
away.
be smart for him to make a tag.
And
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a
Rusev
game
is going to
changer right there, Michael.
here
Eric Rowan has found
for
an
the
answer
next
here. Big Eric
year.
Rowan starting to slow down some.
every week.
And you have to assume his partner is just itching to get in there right about now.
It's decision time, Cole. Does he
that was
try
just
to
a
get
bad
back on the
choice.
offensive himself,
It
or
was
does he
just- it
attempt
was
to
a
make a
bad
tag here?
choice.
And knowing him the way I do, I'm willing to bet he thought he was going to get through this match unscathed. But that
Rusev.
obviously is not the case here.
Tonight.
He's not looking good here, Byron.
No, he's got to get up, and he's got to get up now.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Looks like his shoulder has a giant target on it.
And then we had the meat
And it's an
cheese,
overhand
baby.
punch. And he lands a nice counter. Eric
Universal
Rowan,
title
no
match.
problem getting out of that one.
Okay. So
Nope, reverses it.
here's my issue with this match. Brock Lesnar has become
Did you see that? Don't be surprised if you see that move trending worldwide on social media.
Ain't no
extremely
stopping him now.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
any form of
On a terrific reversal by Jimmy
longevity
Uso.
or appeal to the crowd that he has had.
Eric Rowan showing some adversity right now.
Because
Still trying to get back to his feet here. He's clearly in a bad way right now.
Brock Lesnar match. And it makes me angrier because
He misses on that one.
Were his eyes even open?
it's a Roman Reigns match. And I'm an avid Roman Reigns fan. Also, by the way,
And it's Jey Uso
for those
getting
who
out of that
think
one.
that Raw, those people who chanted
Some cockiness
for Roman
being
Reigns
shown here by
were
Jey
playing.
Uso.
There's a guy who literally put his information on Facebook saying he wasn't the plan. He was just Roman Reigns.
Jay should be able to cruise the victory.
Shoulders
Either
down,
way.
is it enough? The pin's broken up.
I can't believe it.
He's in a tough spot here, Corey.
And if he doesn't get up, it's
I
going to get a
missed,
lot tougher.
like the first minute and a half of it.
This could be it for him,
But-
guys.
Yeah, he's on Dream Street.
In coming into the match, I said Roman has probably taken.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
I wasn't wrong.
Look at
I
this.
was wrong, but I wasn't because he had only
misses
taken
there.
4 by that.
You just can't miss by that much, Cole.
And so, with the typical Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match, because we've seen now.
Wow, Jimmy
happens
Uso
3
just
times.
timed that perfectly.
What happens now is their match has become literally suplex, 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 suplex,
In comes
suplex,
Luke Harper.
suplex, 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 Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch,
Good Lord, what impact from the double team.
Spear, 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 F5, F5, F5. There's nothing Michael.
He's not getting up.
You can't like his chances right now.
To see these matches, there's nothing that would make you want to say, hey,
terrific
I want
reversal by
to
Jimmy
be
Uso.
emotionally invested in these matches. And it's garbage. Like the only move
Here is Luke Harper in position now.
A German suplex.
Wow, Jimmy Uso
F5
just timed that
or
perfectly.
Superman punch was a power bomb.
There's a Samoa drop
from Roman Reigns, and it was a good move. It was like I don't want to say, oh, it was a good move.
Luke Harper gets out of that one. Nice move.
It's so hard to deal with. So Brock
he may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
For 4
counters that one.
German suplexes. And then
missed by a large margin on that one.
2 F5s
He's
back
better
to
than
back. After that,
not sure where he got this much energy, but he's definitely feeling it.
Superman punches.
Yeah, here's Luke Harper.
And spears. He goes for a cover.
A terrific reversal by Jimmy Uso.
He hits another spear, goes for a cover. Brock kicks out. He throws Brock against the cage a couple of times. And then, you know, he goes for another Superman punch. He cocks it, goes for a second.
Guys, this is tag team comp superplex. But isn't it
enough to put Harper away? And then he goes for the big ooh-ah. The ooh-ah spear. He goes for the big ooh-ah spear. And Brock has climbed
Jimmy Uso is showboating here, and I don't think that's the best strategy.
And the cage.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
Whoops, not even close.
The cage breaks.
What was he thinking?
They're outside, and they declare
and he's still
Roman
down, Byron.
the winner.
Things definitely aren't looking very good for him right now. Targeting the chest area.
The rules have been since forever that both feet either pinfall or pinfall solution of both feet.
Cutting it close here, guys.
What a coward. He's trying to get himself counted out, Cole.
Technically, you know, again, don't want to sound like that.
This might be the end of the road for him, Byron. Well, if he can't get back to his feet, you're absolutely right.
Reigns' feet hit the ground first.
A kick to the gut. That'll double you over.
I don't think this is the ideal time for Jey Uso to be hamming it up like this. Here's where Jimmy can win this thing.
Tonight, I just didn't.
Will this be it?
I just didn't. And then we had the 1500.
This is exactly how he drew this one up.
Jimmy Uso is showboating here, and I don't think that's the best strategy.
Starting off 1 and 2. Daniel Bryan lasted 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Struggling to get to the corner here, and he tags his partner in. Like momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Dolph Ziggler lasted 23 minutes or 32 minutes or something like that.
He knows he's in trouble.
I don't think this is the ideal time for Jey Uso to be hamming it up like this.
There was a sumo wrestler
gets out of that one. Nice
quite
moves.
a few people from NXT.
There's the European uppercut, a brutal shot with the forearm.
Extremely.
I think this man means business.
I was extremely impressed with Roddy Strong. Roddy Strong came in, and that dude hit like
so damaging.
6 backbreakers in like 6 different ways. And so
what a display of unmitigated strength. Here is Luke Harper in position now. What a discus clothesline.
Took his head off. That's why you don't get in the ring with Luke Harper.
Can he score the pin?
Bobby Lashley.
That's an impressive tag team victory.
Almost ended Big Cass's career. I don't like Bobby Lashley. I've never liked Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is awful. But, you know, whatever. Either way, it all came down to Nick Cass and Braun Strowman.
Here are your
Braun
winners.
Strowman had those Thanos hands.
And Eric
so
Rowan.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
When you put these two together, victory is really the only plausible outcome.
Folks, that match is why people say the Royal Rumble pay-per-view is a can't-miss event.
If y'all want to hear a full-fledged discussion about this event, make sure you tune in to the D-Pat Boy channel tomorrow, where myself, Michael Maltrades, Cartier, and time traveling duo Diggs, aka Roasty, will probably try and get some in-depth talks about it. But I just wanted to run through it really quick so that because it was fresh on my mind, I just wanted to run through it really quick tonight. And so we'll give you all further analysis tomorrow on behalf of myself and the rest of the D-Pat Boys, for those who tuned in to check out this stream. Thank you for those who will check in on a later date. Also, thank you to always remember, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell on the side, on the left hand of your left and right. Hit that bell, man, so you can get notifications whenever the D-Pat Boys go live. So y'all don't have to be the last ones to know whenever we go live. Y'all can be in the loop with us D-Pat Boys. Usually I would say on behalf of myself and blah blah blah, but there's nobody else here. It's just me. So, on behalf of the D-Pat Boys, I still wouldn't said it anyway. On behalf of the D-Pat Boys, myself, Michael Maltrades, Nick Phoenix, D-Lo Diggs, King Stacy Gamer 89, Mr. McGeezy, and all the other brothers. This was a brief Greatest Royal Rumble review. We'll hit y'all with a more in-depth one tomorrow, where you can hear multiple opinions and ideas. And so, I'll see y'all then. Catch us tomorrow, and we'll probably be streaming various other games too. Good night, and Saudi Arabia.